Every Shabbat in our Bet Knesset in Chabad on Tampa, Reb Shmuel Mevakesh Bracha specifically for Mishpachat Grutman and for the Chatan and the Kala. We wish that Hashem should give their family Bracha, Briut, Nachat, and we should all watch Reb Shmuel as he continues to grow. Ad Mea Ve'esrim, every day we learn something new. I want to share just a few short words. There's no such thing as coincidence. There's an expression that coincidence is God's way of staying anonymous. There's no such thing as coincidence. En mikre. July 4th, that we're celebrating here apparently every year as an Independence Day for America, and that we're making this special day a Yom Holedet for Reb Shmuel, who really has a Hebrew birthday on Vav B'Tammuz, that they land on the same day. There must be a connection between the two. Many years ago, in Borough Park, New York, where Reb Shmuel himself lived for 20 years, there is an older man that would walk every day to the street corner of 13th Avenue and 50th Street and would watch as the children go on the school bus, and he would just stand there and watch. Day after day, week after week, month after month, the same thing. One time somebody went over to him and they said, Reb Yid, what are you standing here? Can we help you? You're here every day. And he said, no. Let me explain to you what I'm doing. I survived the Holocaust, the only one in my whole family. And I always wondered, after the war, how can you have revenge on the Nazis, Yimach Shemam V'Zichram, in the world we live? And of course, Eretz HaKodesh and all those things. He said, by standing here on this corner and watching hundreds and hundreds of Jewish boys and girls go on the school bus every single day, and no one can say nothing to them, as they go freely to a Jewish school, this is how we get revenge. And I just want to stand there and watch. Every single Shabbat, Reb Shmuel honors us with his presence in the Bet Knesset every single week. Rain, sun, snow once in a while, or when it gets really cold. I was told tonight to bring a sweater if it gets cold. When it's really cold in the winter months of Shmuel, there's no such thing as an excuse. Anyone who's from this generation knows that there's no excuses, and we can use all the excuses that they want, but Reb Shmuel never uses an excuse. And no matter how many times we ask him and we beg him to stop, don't clean up, don't take the chair, don't take the food to the garbage, don't do this, as you watched him run around with the picture, you can't keep up with him. He's hard to keep up with. On July 4th, we're making a big deal that America is independent and it's a free country. And it's the greatest country. What makes it so great? That we're freely allowed to practice our Yahadut. The Jewish people who survived in the Holocaust were not able to do what we're able to do today. But Reb Shmuel uses no excuse. So I want to wish a l'chaim that we should all take a small lesson from the Jewish people of that generation. Lo nishkach v'lo nislach. We're never going to forgive the people that did this to us, but we're also never going to forget. We're going to remember what it means every single day of our life to live as a Jewish person with pride. Im Gaon Yaakov, Im Geah, like we scream and dance, Am Yisrael Chai. But to live by an example, it's one thing to say it, it's a whole other thing to actually live this way. So we want to give a bracha to Reb Shmuel. I think we can turn the 9 upside down to a 6 and say that he should be blessed with 60 more years, Ad Mea Ve'esrim, Ad Mea Ve'shmonim. Long, happy, and healthy years that it can continue to inspire everyone to connect to Hashem and to always have trust, emunah, and bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even though not every day is great, and even though not everything goes the way we want it to go. But if we think for a minute, it didn't go as bad as the generation of the Holocaust had it. Now everybody has a challenge, but the result and the response is what means the most. So Reb Shmuel, you should continue to smile and be happy. Simcha poretz geder, and everyone who comes around in the room with you should have the same joy. We should all be besimcha, and we should dance to Yerushalayim Ir HaKodesh, Od Yishama Meira, Od Yishama Be'arei Yehuda, Bechutzot Yerushalayim, Kol Sason V'Kol Simcha, Kol Chatan V'Kol Kala, with the coming of Mashiach, B'mehera B'yamenu, Amen.
ירושלים עוד יישמע בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל